All right, so here's the practice questions that you were supposed to work on your own. Let's go ahead and do them together. So here we have y is greater than -1. So we go to y equals -1, and this is where our line is going to be. It'll be horizontal. This is a greater than, not an equal to, so it's a dashed line. Remember, equal to, solid, solid line, not equal to, dotted. Okay. And then we got to decide on the true side, which the y is greater than -1, which values for y make a true statement. That would be the ones bigger than -1. So we're shading this section up here. For the x is greater than or equal to -4, we go over here to -4 on the x-axis. This is a vertical line. It's solid. So there's my line. Which side contains the true statements? Well, the side over here is smaller than -4. The side over here is bigger than -4. We're looking for bigger than -4, which means this side needs to be shaded. Okay, the next two, we have y is less than 2x plus 3. We're going to pretend that this is y equals mx plus b and just graph it like normal first. So there's 3, and then a slope of 2 is up to right 1. This is a less than, not equal to, so this is a dotted line. And then I don't know which side is going to have the solutions on it, so I better test a point. And I'm going to test 0, 0, because that's the easiest one to do, and see if that works. So 0 is less than 2 times 0 plus 3. That's 0 is less than 3. Is that a true statement? It is a true statement. So because 0, 0 is true, everything on this side of the line is going to be true. And we shade this whole region over here. Last question, we're going to do the x and y intercepts pretty fast here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got to go pretty far on that one. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So my y-intercept is going to be 3. 3y divided by 9. Or 9 divided by 3y, excuse me. And then my x-intercept is going to be 9. That's way over here. This is a less than symbol, not equal to, so it's a dotted line between them. Oops, I missed. Try that again. Yeah, made it that time. And then I don't know which side to shade, so I'd better test a side. So we're going to test 0, 0. And when I do that, I get 0 plus 3y times 0 is less than 9, which is 0 is less than 9. That's a true statement. Therefore, since 0, 0 is true, everything on this side is going to be true. Like that. We'll leave it so you can read that. All right, so those were the 4 practice that you had to do on your own. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, please make sure that you reach out and figure that out. Okay, otherwise, let's move on here and talk about absolute value inequalities. So we're going to do the same thing we did in 2.7, but now we're going to do it with an inequality. So we're going to graph it, but we're going to graph it with shading, right? Because inequalities need shading, equations don't. So in the last lesson, we learned that we have y equals a times x minus h plus k. We learned to identify the a, h, and the k first. So my a is -2. My h is +3. Remember, because if I plug the 3 into this, a +3 into this equation, it would be x minus 3. And my k is a +4. So this tells me h is my left, right, k is my up, down. So this tells me to go right 3, and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got a spot right there. And then my a value is my slope. So this is down to right 1, down to left 1. Now before I draw the lines, I should look at this and say, is it dotted or solid? It is a greater than symbol, which means it is a dotted line, right? It's not equal to, so I have to dot the line. Now, I have to think about shading. Am I shading I'm shading the numbers that y is bigger, right? Y is bigger. So this is my line. Everything above this line is bigger, which means my shading is all of this region above the absolute value. Everything above the absolute value, even this area really close here that I can't quite get to. Okay? So, again, same idea. The lines are the same. We're still graphing lines the same way. The only thing we're adding on there is the shading. Which side is the true statements? Okay? Got a last practice for you. Go check that out, and then we'll do it together in the last video.